Big g'day again and welcome to another edition of the BFNL Footy Show, previewing the upcoming week of BFNL Footy. My name's Yeendy and always excited to be with you as always. I'm here with the great man Liam Brady. Thanks again for joining us, mate.
Yeah, good to be here, Yeendy.
We've got 5 cracking games this weekend and we've got some Saturday games, we've got a Sunday game. Let's start with Lake Windaree versus North Ballarat City, which will be broadcast on 97.9 FM. So if you get down there listening to those boys there, how do you see this one going?
Yeah, I think Lake is going to be too strong here, Yeendy. They've got a lot of class right across the ground at the moment. They're playing some really good footy under new coach Tim Malone, and look, North City are battling a bit. Had a disappointing loss to East Point last week, so I just think Lake Windaree, based on form, you just can't go past them.
A lot of questions about North Ballarat City at the moment. They did come in with high expectations, especially after beating Melton South on Anzac Day in their first game. They probably haven't reached the heights that we've hoped of them since.
Been a little bit disappointing since that really good start to the year, so I'm sure Geordie Burke has been, I suppose, trying a few different things at training this week and maybe trying a few different players in different positions. Yeah, I think that it's going to be tough for them. Lake Windaree are such a consistent side. I don't think that there's not a hell of a lot that separates Lake Windaree's best than compared to their worst, which is a really good attribute to have. So I just can't go past Lake Windaree in this one.
Good to see Will Young still kicking goals for City, but they probably need a little bit more than that. As we look at East Point versus Daly. East Point, they rode the highs of their first big win last week, but they're facing up a team fresh off a 20-goal win against a potential finals contender.
Yeah, it's a really big test this for East Point. I think that they can certainly take it up to Daly. Young side playing at home. They had a really good win against North City on the weekend. They'll give themselves every single chance to win this game, but just Daly's form has been really good.
They just get better and better, aren't they?
Yeah, to win by 120 points against one of the hot teams in the competition in Melton South last week was a great performance. And look, Heath Scotland's been a great addition to the Daly side. He's playing pretty good footy, and also he's obviously coaching well also. So, Daly for me here.
Nice to see someone of his calibre contributing week in, week out to a club as well.
It is. Which
is sensational. Bacchus Smash versus Redan. This is going to be a red-hot game of footy.
Yeah, it will be. Bacchus Smash are such a good side at home. But Redan, though, they've got some seasoned players in their lineup, but I think that they're a genuine contender this year, Redan. I think this is match of the round for me down at Manly Park. I think Redan can cause a bit of an upset here, and I'm going to tip them. I think they can travel down the highway and win this game against the premiership favourites, probably in Bacchus Smash. Bacchus Smash will start clear favourites here. But I think Redan can win.
Redan fresh off the bye as well, so a chance to sort of freshen up and prepare for this one. No doubt they will have been watching those guys over the weekend. Melton South versus Ballarat. This is going to be a cracking contest, a must-win game for both sides.
I'm tipping Ballarat here, Yeendy. I think that based on the way Melton South played on the weekend, they'd be very disappointed with that performance.
How do you come back from that? A 20-goal loss like that?
That's the question. I think that's probably for Brendan Favola and Sean Triplett to try and work out during this week to how he can get their group back on track. Ballarat played some really good footy in the second half against Sebas. We know they're a young side who like to run and carry the footy, so possibly the ground may not suit them in terms of the size down at Melton South, but I just think that based on form, I'm tipping Ballarat here.
I'm backing Melton South to get back on the winners bandwagon and give it a fair shake as we turn our attention to Sunday's big game, and we know this is going to be the red hot game in the netball between two quality sides, but the football sides won't be too bad. It's Sebastopol and Sunbury Lions.
Yeah, this game's actually played on Saturday now.
It has been moved to Saturday.
So I think Sunbury will be too strong. They've played some decent footy, even though they lost last week to Lake Windaree. If Sebastian play like they did in the first half, they'll be very hard to beat, but I just think Sunbury should win this.
Yeah, especially if they get a few handy additions into the team and get some goal scoring power happening and get the win that they desperately need.
That's exactly right, Yeendy.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for joining us here on the BFNL Footy Show.
My pleasure, mate.
Look forward to catching you next week.